Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm so happy to be here to talk with my good friend Christin from the Norwegian Red Cross. We are here to talk about our fantastic joint venture, which is the recycling lottery in Norway. It has become such a fairy tale for us as investors, but most importantly, as it has become one of the most viable sources of income for the Norwegian Red Cross. And I work for the Olav Thun Group. This is our founder. He's called Olav Thun. He's 97 years old, and he's still in the office every day. He is a self-made man, and he started off by selling furs in Oslo before the war. The furs proved good business, as Oslo is such a cold place, and he eventually turned his hand to property development, and this is where he made his fortune. Now the group owns 9 out of 10 of the largest shopping centres in Norway, and it consists of hotels, apartment complexes and business property. The annual turnover is 11 billion Norwegian crowns. I work with business development in our company and the marketing of our charity lottery, the recycling lottery. And in Norway, we have a really long tradition for recycling bottles. Apparently, we have deposited bottles since 1902, where breweries welcome back empty bottles for refills. Not so sure about the hygiene in those days, but it was interesting anyway. In the beginning of the 2000s, our business idea was to make this even more appealing to the public by introducing a lottery within the machines. This would have to be sustainable for us as investors, but chiefly the idea was to fund a charity. Our founder and group showed extreme foresightedness in this matter, I would say, because it was not an obvious success at the time. In addition, Norway is a country full of regulations when it comes to lotteries and gambling and betting. And it's a monopoly that the state has on this. But our group understood the long-term potential for this, for the Red Cross and all other stakeholders. The lottery works like this. You insert the beverage container as usual. You press the button not just once, but twice. And then you print out a winning or losing ticket. You can win up to 100,000 euros or 1 million kroner, and this is what we market, the millionaires from the recycling lottery. And the success lies in that simplicity, that it's so simple to participate. It combines playing a game and protecting the environment and supporting the Red Cross all at once. It has a warm feel to it, and from a marketing perspective, it's easy to market, and it's not often associated with gambling or betting or anything negative like that. So, in 2008, we launched the lottery in Norway, and the initial costs of installing the software were huge for us as investors. And it was a slow start business-wise for us, but when it finally started to grow, it really went through the roof. And what we call our key to success is the financial success for all the stakeholders. So 35% of the revenue goes to the prize money and the lottery winnings. 21% goes to operations and marketing, 35% goes to the Norwegian Red Cross, and 10% goes to the grocery store chains themselves. And that's really important to keep them motivated in this process as well. And we are super proud so far to say that we have contributed with 300 million crowns to the Norwegian Red Cross, which is 30 million euros. And it has more than doubled since 2016 when we hit the 150 million mark. So it's really going up. We are developing the Recycling Lottery International together with TOMRA. We are operational in Finland, where we work with Save the Children, another charity. And we are working towards licenses in the Netherlands and Germany, together with TOMRA. And the lottery has a significant potential, and we plan to accelerate business development in other markets with TOMRA. So come and talk to me afterwards if you want to talk about that. I'll be here for a couple of hours. Lastly, on a personal note, I would like to say that I have so much faith in this business concept. And what if all businesses committed to fund charities and sustainable efforts to save our planet and a better life for all? I wonder what the world would look like if this was the case, and it wasn't just about chasing the short-term investments all the time. I think this is such an important task going forward with what we now know about climate change and the devastating effects it has on our planet. And Christin will now tell you what they spend these 300 million kroners on. And first we will show you a clip about the important work that they do. Thank you very much.
Dette Khaled, han 1,5 år. Han har ligget I strekk her I snart 4 uker.
My name is Christin, and I work in the Norwegian Red Cross. I'm so happy and proud to be here today to show you the humanitarian impact and the significant effect this money has on our humanitarian work. Firstly, I would just like to tell you a little bit about the Red Cross and the work we do. The Norwegian Red Cross is part of the world's largest humanitarian organization, and worldwide we are present in 191 countries with over 14 million volunteers every day doing the humanitarian work. Also in Norway, we are the largest humanitarian organization, and we are present in 380 local branches all over Norway with almost 50,000 volunteers. There are people all over the world who need help, including in Norway. The problems in Norway, of course, differ from those in countries that are struck by armed conflict and natural disasters. However, the Red Cross is always driven by a desire to help others and to prevent and alleviate human suffering wherever it may be found. Internationally, the Red Cross is in the middle of the most significant events of our time, and our main priority in our international work is to improve access to healthcare in areas where other organizations are not able to reach. And as you can see from our last published report, in 2018, the Norwegian Red Cross improved access to healthcare for almost over 3 million people. In our international work, we also prioritize humanitarian activities that ensured water, sanitation, and hygiene promotion. And in 2018, the Norwegian Red Cross improved access to water for over 1.5 million people. But we also see the devastating effects of the climate change in our humanitarian work. And today, around half of the Red Cross emergency aid operations apart from war and conflict, are due to extreme weather conditions. This has tremendous humanitarian implications. In Africa, we see that the livelihoods of millions of people are being ruined due to drought. And in Asia, we see that natural disasters are occurring one after the other. By 2050, 200 million people will be in need of emergency aid every day due to climate change. That is twice as many as in need of humanitarian aid due to climate change today. But of course, not everything is related to climate change. And the deployment of a field hospital to northeast Syria represents the core of the Red Cross mission. As a neutral, independent humanitarian organization, the Norwegian Red Cross in May 2019 deployed a field hospital to the overpopulated refugee camp in Al-Hol, Syria. The field hospital was a collaboration between the Norwegian Red Cross, the Syrian Red Crescent, and the ICRC. Around 75,000 people lived in a camp that did not have room for more than 20,000 people. Most of them were women and children, and most of them had untreated war wounds. In this photo, we see Kari, a Norwegian radiographer. When this photo was taken, she had been working in the field hospital for several months. The boy in the photo is named Omar. He came to the hospital with a broken leg and stuck in a wheelchair without knowing if he'd ever be able to walk again. but thanks to a great surgical team at the field hospital, he has now made a full recovery. In Norway, the main objective of the Red Cross is to save lives and to be a competent, clear and visible response organization. But also in Norway, we see that our volunteers are put to extreme tests, with many extreme weather incidents occurring over the past few years. During the past few winters, we have experienced heavy snowstorms, the summers have been dry and hot, and the autumns extremely wet. Volunteers now have to participate in an increasing number of extensive and difficult search and rescue operations. And only in 2018, the Norwegian search and rescue team responded to over 1,700 operations, and we know that this number was higher in 2019. In Norway, the Red Cross also work for closeness, inclusion, and participation. In our activities, we meet senior citizens that are living without necessary care. We see young people that are struggling with mental challenges and loneliness, and we see migrants living in unresolved life situations. These are all groups with major humanitarian needs and where the Norwegian Red Cross plays a significant role. And as you can see from this photo, one of our most important activities is visiting especially older people that feel lonely. And when we talk to them and we ask them, what do you want, what do you want to do for Christmas, what do you desire? And what they say is that what they want most of all is someone to come and visit them, someone to talk to. And that's why also I'm very happy to say that in 2019, 9,000 of our volunteers visited people that said that they wanted more human contact. As I mentioned in the beginning, I'm extremely happy and proud to be here and show you the significant effect that this money raised has on our humanitarian work. And I'm so proud that a collaboration between the private sector and the humanitarian sector can have this impact in society. So lastly, I would like also to thank everyone that makes this possible for us and that helps us to help others. And as Lisa mentioned, we will be here at the stand, so if you have any question, please feel free to ask us anything. Thank you so much.